Hey guys, Adam here, and welcome to another On the Couch. Fucking hell. Poltergeist 2015. So, I can't remember. I don't think I ever talked about any trailers for this movie. Talked about the trailers or anything about this movie. Except for my rewind review, just basically saying I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not, but I think I kind of figured, like, basically saying I'm not. I think it's gonna suck and whatnot. God damn it! Did this movie suck? This movie fucking sucked. I mean, I'm glad I saw two really good movies before I had to see this piece of shit. I'm glad. But now it just makes me... it makes me wish I went to go see fucking Mad Max again. Honestly, I wish I did that in 3D. That would have been awesome. I really wanted to see it in 3D. And B, made me want to watch the original Poltergeist again. And I already watched that. I mean, you all know I watched that movie. Hell, I watched it twice before I did the rewind review. This movie fucking sucked. And I knew it would, but I didn't think it was gonna... Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna make me this mad. But at the same time, I'm not on the same levels of anger as I was with Haunted House 2 or Maleficent. I'm more like tired and exhausted, and that kind of makes me mad because I basically just wasted money on this. So, yeah, that fucking happened. Plot of this movie is, well, besides it being a fucking remake of the original, of a suburban family move into a new home and immediately start experiencing poltergeist activities. Their youngest daughter gets kidnapped by the poltergeists, so they call for the aid of a parapsychologist out of college and also a TV host, ghost hunting TV host played by Jared Harris to help get her back. And that's it. That really is. That's... fucking hell. This just fucking hell. I don't know what to say about this besides just this is the fucking original with a few twists, but nothing unique, nothing new, nothing really honestly different. And there are probably 3 things about this movie that I could say that I liked. 3 things. And one of them it took me a while to actually think about. 1, it's short. 2, Jared Harris is actually enjoyable, which he always is. And 3, the one thing that really made me have to think over is Sam Rockwell is also one of the best things about this goddamn movie. Like, I mean, there are moments where he is fucking unlikable. There really is where there are times where Sam Rockwell acts like he hates his kids. But the more I think about it, the more I kind of realize they kind of deserve that hate. Like, he hates his kids, but it's rather deserved. Okay? It's deserved. Well, partially deserved. Because their youngest daughter, well, he doesn't act like he hates his youngest daughter. The youngest daughter, she's not the worst child actress, but she's no Heather O'Rourke, that's for damn sure. She really reads her delivery. She's rather flat with her delivery, especially when she says "they're here." When she says the "they're here" line, she just kind of goes "they're here." I mean, basically, she's trying to play the character a little more creepier than Heather O'Rourke did in the original. But the thing is, what made that Heather O'Rourke's delivery of that line creepy was how innocent she was in saying that line. That's what kind of made that creepy. Here she's like, "they're here," like that was meant to make it creepy, and she's like, basically, they were trying to make her act creepy too. And hell, they even said, it's like, "Oh yeah, your daughter has a gift." I'm like, what? And I'll get into that later. The son. Okay, and alright, and the original Robbie, the kid's name in this one is Griffin, and the youngest daughter's name is Madison. But the kid in this one, the son, is scared of fucking everything. Now, yes, okay, the son, Robbie was in the original was scared of a lot of things too, but he was never annoying about it. He never was, and he was terrified, but he actually gave a shit about his sister. I mean, and yeah, they do it here, but here's the thing: when something terrible, when the Poltergeists were attacking, he just straight up fucking left his sister to be kidnapped by the Poltergeist. He's just like, and she's like, help me, Griffin. And it's like, no, I'm too scared. And she just ran away. I mean, at least Robbie had a goddamn excuse for not being there for his sister, because he was being attacked by a goddamn tree. I mean, which Griffin does, which this little shit doesn't get attacked until after he ditches his sister. And he had just fought off the fucking clown. Yeah, the clown doll is only in it for about 10-15 minutes of this movie. And again, I'll get into that. But this kid has more to do. He is basically the Joe Beth Williams of this movie. I'm not kidding. He's the Joe Beth Williams. He's the one that does, who actually wants to get his sister back. He's the one that's really the most upset, the most worried about his sister because he left her. But he's also, so he's also the one that goes in there and gets her back and goes into the spirit world to get her back. He's the one that does it. Okay, he's basically the hero of this movie. He's fucking unlikable. He really is. Like, he left his sister to be kidnapped. I know he's scared, but goddamn, he's like scared of everything. And apparently it's because his mom left him in a mall, accidentally left him at a mall, and he was all by himself. And that was like 3 fucking years ago. This kid's gotta be at least, I'm gonna say he's maybe 10. Fucking 10. And he's scared of fucking everything. Like, this kid, like, hell, the mom even suggests, like, maybe we should take him to a shrink, and Sam Rock goes, he's fine. He's fine. I'm like, no, this kid needs a shrink. This kid needs a shrink, because this kid is scared of fucking everything. This kid should not be scared of fucking everything at 10. At 10 years old, I was scared of spiders, nothing else. Okay? That's what I was fucking scared of. Okay? Spiders was my only phobia by that point. But really, the biggest fuck all character I hated was the oldest daughter. God damn it, did I hate this character. Okay, yes, I had problems with the oldest daughter in the original, but here's the thing. The daughter in the original wasn't fucking... Okay, full disclaimer here. I have a thing against this generation's teenagers. I'm an older brother, okay? I have a 19-year-old sister. She's going to be 20 soon. She'll be 20 in a few months, okay? And yes, coming from experience, I have dealt with this kind of teenager, okay? But my sister, at least, yeah, she's... I mean, well, she ain't gonna watch this video anyway, but I'm gonna show you upset. My sister has attitude problems. She does. She does care more about her phone. She cares more about her friends. She acts like that. She acts like she cares more about that than her family. She at least, but she's still more caring about me and the rest of our family than this little cunt is in this piece of shit movie. Because the first thing she does in this movie, like this little bitch in this movie, not my sister, but this character named Kendra, she's cunt from now on. That's what I'm calling her. Is the fucking cunt in this goddamn movie. That's what she is. Fuck, nearly everyone except for Sam Rockwell and Jared Harris are fucking cunts in this movie. But she's the biggest cunt in this movie. And yes, okay, I do have a bias against this generation's teenagers, okay? I really do. I'm 25 fucking years old, all right? And yes, I used to be a teenager, all right? I was never like this, okay? I was not like this as a teenager. I was a socially awkward kid growing up, but I was never like this, okay? This little cunt just... The first thing she says is she's on her phone, it's like, oh my god, there's like so many telephone wires, we're all gonna get tumors, blah blah blah. And Griffin is like, we're gonna get tumors? Like, of course not, dumbass. I'm like, congratulations, you just became the most unlikable character in this movie in 5 seconds, fucking flat! Like, just right off the bat, I just immediately hated the oldest daughter. I really did. Yeah, they try to humanize her, saying like showing some affection to the little sister named Maddie, but fucking hell, just fucking hell. Is this guy, was it too late for this character? It really was. And it just fucking was. Just, it was way too late. I mean, hell, they even like say, oh yeah, I'm sorry for being a bitch. Like at the end of the movie, she's stomping on one of the TVs because of like the poltergeist are trying to get through at the end of the movie, and like Sam Rockwell's trying to drag her away. He's like, Dad, I'm sorry for being such a bitch. He was like, we'll talk about it later. And I'm like, no. You talk about it, or you leave the bitch to be sucked up into that imploding house, because fuck all, someone needs to goddamn die. And the wrong person died. Well, okay, actually no one dies in this movie. But I mean, fuck it. I hated this character, okay? I'm like, out of all the unlikable characters, this one was the most fucking unlikable. Look, I'm just fucking cunt. The mom's not prominent. She really isn't. Like, hell, this could have been about Sam Rockwell being a single dad, and I wouldn't give a shit less. Sam Rockwell, like I said, is fun. Like, I mean, yeah, he acts like he hates his kids, but it's like I said, it's well deserved. It really is. But fucking hell is he? I mean, he doesn't dance, which is upsetting. He doesn't dance, and God damn it. I mean, there was a moment. There actually was a moment where he could have danced, and that was when he was about to fuck his wife, and he does strip down to his tidy whities, which are red, which was great. I was like, all right, this is gonna be great, but little Griffin interrupts them. So yeah, they took that from the original. Although this one was about to be a little more graphic, but there was no pot smoking in it, which was bullshit. But it's like, oh, PG-13 movie can't have pot? Motherfucker, the original was PG and it had pot. Hell, it had the finger in it. That's how much I miss 1980s PG rated movies. Fuck. This movie. But yeah, Sam Rockwell. One of my favorite parts of this movie, though, was like when Sam Rockwell is like showing his son, like, there's nothing to be scared of. Like, this is after he discovers like all these clowns. Like I said, I'll get into it later. But all these clowns, like, it's not just one clown. Like, there's a box full of like clown dolls in this little space. Griffin is sleeping in the attic. He's not sleeping in the same room as his sister, but he sleeps in the attic. It's like, yeah, good fucking idea to like have the kid that's scared of fucking everything to sleep in the goddamn attic. So whatever. And as they're searching through us, they're just showing all the clowns, and all of a sudden, the one good jump scare, because basically the trailer has shown all but one of the jump scares. And it was the only jump scare I liked, because it was funny, and it was kind of personal for me. Alright, and that was when they have this... They're looking through the crawl space here, and all of a sudden, this squirrel jumps right fucking at them and runs away. Now, granted, it was a CGI squirrel, but still, I was like, fuck! Fucking squirrels! And it's mostly because the college I live on campus, on the college campus, so we are surrounded by squirrels. Like, this college campus is... I believe there's secretly a squirrel kingdom deep down underneath the college campus I'm at. Okay, and they're just waiting to dominate the entire campus and possibly take over the world. All right, that's what I believe is there. And so yeah, I'm just like, fucking squirrels. I yelled at the movie just saying fucking squirrels. And that was funny. That was funny because it was a little personal for me. And yeah, I laughed a couple of times, but at the wrong moments. But other than that, this movie just kind of pissed me off. All right, but yeah, Sam Rockwell, like, even though he doesn't dance, he's funny in this. He is, like, but still not enough to save the movie. And of course, we got the Beatrice Straight character in this. I can't remember who plays her, but she's basically Beatrice Straight. Hell, she even has glasses on. She's a parapsychologist. She works at the college, and she has her own team. She's also a little bit of one of the highlights, but but she doesn't really become a highlight until Jared Harris shows up. Okay. She doesn't become really that enjoyable until Jared Harris shows up. But when she shows up, she's got two like college students who work in this department as well, and they're basically the Sean and Marty of the group. But here's the thing. You got one kid named Boyd who he's your stereotypical I don't give a shit about school. I'm doing this for extra credit. Stoner kid, kind of kid. He is basically the Sean. He is an amalgamation of both Sean and Marty. And then you got another member who's, you think she would be the Sean of the group. Okay, yes, because she's black, but here's the thing. She serves no fucking purpose in this goddamn movie. She doesn't. None. She doesn't she hardly does anything in this movie. Nothing about this character. She does fucking nothing in this movie. She has maybe 3 lines, and that's it. She serves no fucking purpose. None. Zip. Nada. Fucking nothing. Okay? Nothing. I just feel like they added her because they needed another chick in the movie. I don't know why. There was no reason for this character. Okay? None. And and the Boyd character pissed me off too. Like, again, like there's maybe 3 people in this movie that I actually liked. Okay? 3. The rest of them I didn't fucking care. The rest of them I didn't fucking like. This Boyd character was up there with unfucking likable in this movie, along with a little cunt. Okay? Because, like, oh yeah, he says like, oh yeah, I mean, he basically says almost verbatim the time lapse, he witnessed a phenomenon for several hours line that Sean says in the original. It was like, oh yeah, I have a special time lapse camera. I saw this. He said it was a piano bench. Slid across a room. It took like, I think he said like 7 feet, and it took 10 hours for the duration of the event for the table to reach the distance, and he had a time lapse camera. He says this, and then as they're setting up the equipment, he walks over to Griffin and says, so, this is none of my business, but your dad's unemployed, right? I mean, that's what I heard. It's like, yeah. It's like, well, Poltergeist kidnapping, that would make you a lot of money. That's actually a really good idea, like, good cover up, give you a reality show and shit. I'm like, I hope you die. I know no one's gonna die in this movie, but I hope you fucking die. He was very close to dying. Oh my god, I would have been so fucking fine with that. I would have been so fine with him dying in this goddamn movie. Like, he ends up doing like what happened to Marty, like he gets bit, but for whatever reason he doesn't really get, like, he has a bite mark on his arm, but it disappears. He almost gets drilled in the fucking head because the fucking idiot drills a hole in the closet where the goddamn portal is. That's what fucking happens. Okay? Just fuck all. I mean, I really was hoping this little shit would die too. I really did. Like, he was, like, just that line, just that fucking line of him saying this, even though a little girl is missing, and he also knows that this shit is real, and he's still fucking, and he's being this little shit to this kid who is already scared of everything. And he's acting like, the parent, like the dad, Sam Rockwell is behind all this. Now, earlier in the movie, like when they were being shown the house, like when Sam Rockwell and his wife is being shown the house, the real estate agent like says, oh yeah, this guy's a real technophile. He added speakers into the wall. You'll hear music playing even in the John. I'm like, okay, that could be okay. You could take that in a good direction. Okay, you really could with that. But they fucking don't. They don't even. I mean, it's a passing line. They don't even mention it later on. They don't. It's as if there was no reason for that. You really could have taken this in an interesting direction. Okay? Hell, this didn't even need to be a Poltergeist movie, honestly. It really didn't. I'm gonna get to why. But this Boyd character, oh god, did I want to punch this little... You know what? He's a fucking cunt too. Alright? I wanted to really punch this cunt in the goddamn face. Okay, I really did. I was just really hoping he would have that fucking drill in his goddamn skull. And it was close. I was just going, yes, 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 yes. I was like, and it just didn't happen. I'm like, fuck you, poltergeists. Fuck you. Now to the real star of this movie, actually, is Jared Harris, who basically plays the Zelda Rubinstein character in this movie, the Tangia character. He's also the host of a ghost catching show, which he says, yeah, is full of shit, but I'm actually the real thing too. Hell, he even says it to Sam Rockwell, who's skeptical about him, and goes, it's like, oh yeah. You believe all this other shit. you believe all this stuff happened around you, but you think I'm full of shit. it really did shut Sam Rockwell up, and I'm like, that was actually funny. Here's the thing though. He's the fucking highlight of this goddamn movie. He is fun in this. Hell, he acts like he's having fun in this movie. He really is. He also acts and looks like he's seen shit. He's been through shit. Hell, he has like scars all over his body. He has like he had like a piece of him like ripped, like bend like a piece of his leg like bent off. Like he has scars all over his leg, like all over where he was bit. Like it's just gnarly shit. He had like a scar on his hand, and he had like scar here, but like his story on that, and he would tell stories on those. The story of how he got the scar though, he doesn't reveal until after the house is clean, and that's like the tagline of his show is this house is clean, or this house is unclean, or something like, or whatever. But he tells Griffin like, oh yeah, well when this is all over, I'll tell you how I got this. And here's the other thing, like the chick playing basically the Beatrice Straight character, like she calls him up. She's like, oh yeah, do you know who this guy Jared Harris is? And it's like, oh yeah, I know who he is. And the fucking cunt says it. The oldest daughter says, oh yeah, I know, because they show him on a TV. He's basically the Roddy McDowell / David Tennant character from the Fright Night movies. That's basically who he is in this movie, and that's like one of those few different things that I actually welcomed, because he's enjoyable. But he's in this movie. But yeah, he basically, but he says like, oh yeah, I'll reveal it later. But and the Beatrice Straight character like calls him up, and then when he shows up, he's like, hey, God, I can't remember what he called her. I think it was Brooke or something. He's like, hey Brooke, and she's like, hi. I'm like, you two used to bang, didn't you? And that's where she got interesting. That's where she kind of became likable. Was when it was kind of hinted at that they banged. Turns out they actually were married. That they were once married and she just left him. So yeah, and honestly their chemistry was actually pretty good. I enjoyed their chemistry together. Like I said, these two are the highlights of this goddamn movie. them and Sam Rockwell are the fucking highlights of this goddamn movie. And honestly, I wanted to see a movie about them. I did. But yeah, I thought, like, after that was revealed, like, he said, like, oh, I'll tell you about the scar on my forehead later. I thought it's like, oh, okay, he probably got that scar because, like, his ex-wife threw something at him and it hit him in the head pretty good. No, it turns out, like, he was in the middle of a shoot and the mic guy and the sound tech, like, fell asleep and literally dropped the mic on his head. And I was like, okay, that was actually kind of funny because, like, I've worked with boom mics before. It's a lot harder to hold up than you think. Like, they're not heavy, but, like, you're holding on to those things for, like, a long ass time. Your arms are eventually gonna get tired. But yeah, if this movie was about them, about Jared Harris and the Dr. Lesh character, I would have been fine. This would have been a really interesting Poltergeist movie if that was the case. This really would have. I really would have enjoyed the shit out of this if that was the case. I also want to get into the comparisons and whatnot and the things that really just, like, when this movie started, yeah, I thought it was, like, mediocre at best. The funniest thing, the first thing that made me laugh, though, was when they showed the title card. And the title card, like, you really had to look because it was like, they do a zoom out on showing off the suburban area, the suburbs. And then you see the title Poltergeist on a grass lawn. And it was great. It was hilarious. Because, like, I'm just like kind of laughing my ass off because I actually had to literally look to the side. I'm like, that's really stupid, but it was actually pretty funny. One of the other things is, like, they do make comparisons. Like, they really just go like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw in all this shit to remind you that you're watching a remake of a good movie, and all it did was make you want to go, I just want to watch the original. I don't want to be here. I want to watch the original. Like, they open it up and, like, first they show the credits and it's like they do static shit and all this, and they basically just go like, and then it shows like what looks like a TV, and you're like, and it's like, and you're hearing like, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I was kind of wondering how they would do something like that, because, like, the whole TV playing the national anthem and showing the flag and whatnot, that's actually a product of the 80s, basically, because, like, back then 24-hour cable networks didn't exist in 1982 yet. Like, that shit didn't exist yet. So I was wondering what they were gonna do, and it basically zoomed down. It's just the son playing a zombie game on his iPad. Like, they really, I mean, they have a lot of electronics in this, so they try to do like the spooky shit with that, but it doesn't work. It really doesn't. They really overdo it. Hell, most of it is just fucking product placement of. But they do that, and like I said, they do a few lines that are verbatim from the original because they're like more memorable lines. Like I said, the way they get the youngest daughter out of the spirit world is pretty much the original. They use a rope, which Jared Harris had on hand in his duffel bag. That was actually hilarious. they use I'm sorry, I haven't slept in a month, so I haven't had a good night's sleep in a month. But they like they even do the bathtub thing. Surprisingly, they also decided to put a mattress underneath the hole in the ceiling for when they fall out of it, which was actually kind of hilarious. Because like in the original they don't do that. Like Jo Beth Williams and Heather O'Rourke literally just drop to the floor, like bam. Like there's no mattress or anything. I'm like, wow. I'm pretty sure their bones are broken. So when this happened, when they put the mattress there, I kind of snickered a bit because that was actually funny. I actually, like, if that was an intentional callback to that bit, that was actually pretty funny. I mean, like I said, there were like some good funny bits in this, but unintentional because you're left. Okay, mostly because I needed an emotion that wasn't anger at this point or depression. Like, I was depressed at this movie too. Like, this movie depressed the fuck out of me. This and they fucked up a lot in this. The one thing that made me start flipping the screen off, though, and God, I did this a few times. I did that a few times. Was when the Beatrice Straight character basically gave a definition of the difference between a poltergeist and a ghost. Not a haunting and a poltergeist situation, but the difference between a poltergeist and a ghost. It was like, oh, well, ghosts are just apparitions, they won't harm you. Poltergeists, on the other hand, are violent, they lash out and all, and it's just, in other words, they will fucking kill you. Okay? This movie basically portrays the poltergeist not as like really kind of sad, benevolent spirits that just want to leave. They are fucking evil. These things are fucking evil spirits that just want to see the light. I'm like, motherfucker, the shit you've done, you're going straight to fucking hell. If a hell exists, that's where all y'all motherfuckers are going. And so yeah, that pissed me off. Like, because in the original they explained it and they gave a good explanation without really, for lack of a better word, demonizing the poltergeists. Basically saying, oh yeah, a haunting can last years, poltergeists they just move things around and all that. Going back to the poltergeist, these poltergeists in this movie. Here's the other thing that I need to talk about before I forget. This movie pretty much lacks the very thing that made me love the original so much. And it's that it lacks heart. It lacks character. It lacks atmosphere. It lacks really any sort of, again, lack of a better word, spirit that the original had. All it fucking is an unnecessary remake that serves no purpose but to cash in on a fucking name. Yes, this is a franchise, so another movie, even a remake, was inevitable. But they could have done something with this movie. They fucking didn't. They really could have. And like, this movie pretty much did not give me the emotional depth that the original does. Like I said in my Rewind review, the original made me cry. This movie, the only emotion I have right now is anger. This movie pissed me off. Okay? Like I mean, the more I talk about it, the more I get mad. This, I mean, again, I'm not nearly as mad at this as I am at Haunted House. But then again, or Haunted House 2. Either one of them. But, God damn, did this movie make me mad. Because I mean, oh, what the fuck did I, honestly, I mean, I shouldn't even be surprised. There are very few horror remakes that I fucking like. Like, very fucking few. Like, the Evil Dead reboot, I actually like. And also, this remake was produced by Sam Raimi, which just fucking baffles me. He probably just threw money in a ding and just like have at it. That's probably all he did. And John Carpenter's The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing is a remake slash more faithful adaptation of the short story that's based on. Like, that's also another really good horror remake. That movie is fantastic. Hell, even to a lesser extent, I actually enjoyed the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I actually did. And for like the first half, I actually enjoyed Rob Zombie's Halloween for the first half of that movie, and then it just became a cliched early 2000s, like late 2000s, a slasher film. Like, that's what I mean, like I said, there are very few horror remakes that I actually genuinely like. There is. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is well, that movie's been remade so many times, but Donald Sutherland one's really good. But yeah, this movie lacks anything, really. This is just, they basically just stripped away what made the original so memorable, so enjoyable, so watchable, and made it a straight up horror film where you have CGI special effects and stingers, fucking stingers. Like, this movie's also full of jump scares, and you know it's a jump scare when they do a goddamn stinger every single time. And you don't need to have fucking music every single goddamn time to make something scary. The original knew that. The original understood when to actually put the music fucking in. And it's when you want, and the most of the times when they put the music in, it is to give us emotion. Like, genuine emotion. You don't just put a fucking stinger in there and hope, oh, the music will scare you. Woo! It's like, ding, woo, are you scared? We gave you a jump scare. And fucking stinger music, woo! It's like, no, we're not fucking scared. We're annoyed. Stop it. Honestly, the best scares are the ones that are built up with no music. None. If I remember correctly, Exorcist 3 didn't do that. That is one of the best scares ever. Because it was built up and it didn't need a musical stinger or loud music to show, oh, a scare is coming up. This movie just made me mad. Like, and the Poltergeist, like I said, like, I mean, they do the whole, oh yeah, the cemetery, like, your house is built on a cemetery. But, and they even says, oh, it's not like it was built on ancient tribal burial grounds. And they even say, like, and here's the thing about Poltergeist. They're not, from what I understand, and I'm going by the movie, I'm going by any other form of media that I've learned it from, I'm not a paranormal expert. I enjoy it. I actually, as much of an atheist as I am, I actually enjoy that sort of thing. Like, it's kind of fun. It really is. But I'm not hardcore into it, so I'm not going to always research something. Hell, maybe I'll research Poltergeist later. But they're more trickstery than whatever the fuck those things were. Those were like the opening credit, like the opening title card to Constantine, to the Constantine TV series. That is what those were. Okay, hell, they even show the inside of the spirit world, like, and that's basically what they are. Is all these souls are in hell from Constantine. That is exactly what they fucking look like. I mean, and that's the other thing that I just... Now, don't get me wrong, showing, like, basically revealing the spirit world is actually, like, a very decayed version of the house that they're in was actually interesting. But what I loved about the original was they never showed it. I mean, okay, yes, budget reasons, but they never showed it because they wanted it to be a mystery. The fact that they left the spirit world a mystery, the inside of it a mystery, was awesome. It really gave you that sense of the unknown. And here's all this fucking CGI. Like, this is 1999 haunting levels of CGI. Hell, they CGI'd the fucking tree in this, which somehow from the top of from the roof of the attic all the way down the stairs, this tree branch, which is the fucking Whomping Willow from Harry Potter, grabs the fucking son and drags him all the way up to the stairs, back up to the fucking attic, which the fuck, the tree's not even that big, and just all this other bullshit. Like I said, all the poltergeists are CGI. There's so much CGI in this. There is. Okay? There's so much CGI in this. Avatar didn't have this much CGI. God damn it. Like, the biggest effect that I could say that was really good was when the youngest daughter was still in the spirit world and they started showing her shadow. Like, just her shadow. That was cool. That was interesting. That was different. That was unique. That actually was kind of creepy. And I mean, there was like a brief moment where I could tell it was CGI. Other than that, it looked like they were actually using her shadow. It was really cool. But yeah, there's not a single ounce of a practical effect in here. There isn't. And that's the other thing I fucking hate about these movies. About today's horror films. I mean, and I'll get into later, but you don't always need a goddamn CGI effect in a horror movie. Hell, you don't need CGI in horror films, period. You don't. You really fucking don't. Okay, fantasy movies, supernatural comic book movies, I get. That I get. I totally get that. Like Ghost Rider. Oh, well, how else are you gonna get a fucking flaming skull? Of course you're gonna do CGI. Lord of the Rings has CGI. That I get. I fucking get that. However, you don't. I never understood why you need CGI in a goddamn horror film. Poltergeist sure as shit didn't. Poltergeist never needed CGI in their horror in that movie. Every bit of that, whether it was the spirits, the beast, which is not in this movie, all the poltergeists are the villains of this movie. The beast, All of that was practical. All of that was superimposed imagery, illusions. That is what those. That's what those were, and they were awesome. Like I said in my Rewind review, that movie got nominated for 3 Academy Awards. One of them was for Best Visual Effects. And it deserved that nomination because they put some fucking effort into it. Yes, CGI, you have to put effort into it. I know that. But this was bad CGI. This really was. Hell, they CGI'd the youngest daughter as she was about to be sucked into the back into the closet in the climax of the movie where she's like hanging off and the mom was holding on to her. That was CGI. The little girl was CGI. And it was terrifying. That's how bad that was. Hell, they even CGI'd the clown. Like, the main clown, the one you see on the posters. And that's another thing. The biggest problem I have with this clown is it looks evil. That thing is goddamn evil. It's like someone like summoned this from the depths of hell itself. I'm not kidding. This thing looks evil. And that's the other thing about the original. It didn't look evil. It was fucking creepy. It made you ask, why the fuck would you buy this for your kids? Why the fuck would you even put this in their goddamn rooms on a chair staring at one of your kids like this? This one's just like, like, I'm not kidding. The eyes are slanted, are slightly slanted and give it an evil look. And hell, its nose, when you pull it, it's like a pull string nose. When it goes up, when it's going backwards, the music starts playing, and then when it hits the face, it goes back into place on the face. The clown goes, I'm like, okay, movie, we fucking get it. The clown is fucking scary. The clown is fucking evil. We goddamn get it. And the other thing is, they show the fucking and like, this is not the only clown in this movie though. Like I said, the son finds a box of clown dolls, and the clown dolls terrorize him in the first 10-15 minutes of this movie. I'm like, okay, one is enough. One is fucking enough. Alright? One is enough. Honestly, I don't even know what else to talk about. I really don't. I think I've basically talked about everything. Like I said, Jared Harris is the fucking highlight of this movie. If this movie was just about him, I would have been fine. Hell, I kind of want a spin-off with just Jared Harris. He's funny. He's enjoyable. He's charismatic as fuck in this movie. The majority of the rest of them are not, except for Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell's fun. The chick playing the Dr. Lesh character in this movie is fun. When it reveals that she and Jared Harris had a fucking history. The rest of these people are unlikable or forgettable or just not fucking necessary. This movie is a goddamn waste of my money. I swear to God, I cannot believe I spent money on this. This movie pissed me off. This really did. I didn't think this movie would make me as mad as it did. I really don't. I thought it was just going to be, okay, it sucked, but whatever, it's not going to affect my life. No, this movie made me mad. And so, with that, the final score of this goddamn piece of shit is a fucking 2 out of 10. Okay? Poltergeist 2015 sucks. It does. It goddamn sucks. I'm done with this fucking movie. I'm going to go ahead and take a break and then talk about trailers. And I'm just going to do it briefly because I've already talked long enough about this. Alrighty, trailers. So, the amount of trailers I got were interesting, connected to this movie. I mean, we had a few. Actually, we had less horror movie trailers than we did fucking and the rest of them were like movies that has nothing to do with what this movie was. The first one is called The Gallows, and this is the first time I've seen this trailer. And it's a found footage movie, and all it is this girl on top of like at like the platform of some stairs, just like looked like she's hiding, but she's crying and just like, and like you can see like there's like blackness behind her, so you know like something's gonna come at her. It's like slowly moving up, and like it cuts back and it's like showing all these critic quotes and whatnot. It's like scared the living hell out of me. Oh, this is like terrifying. This is terrifically terrifying, or something like that. And then it shows like this person like behind her, and then it cuts back to something else, and then it cuts to her. It's like, and then she's holding the camera, and she like reveals on her neck these markings around her neck. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is that? And then all of a sudden a rope goes around her neck and it just drags her backwards. And then you see, drags her down the stairs. And then you see like the person that was behind her, like walk out of the shadows. And then just boom, the gallows. Honestly, that was a little terrifying. But I'm not going to hold my breath about this movie. Next is Crimson Peak. Now this is the second trailer to Guillermo del Toro's latest movie. Now, like I said, I don't believe CGI should be in horror movies, and it kind of applies here. Like, there's a lot of CGI in this, but but the difference here is this. Like, I guess if there's like, I don't mean to like take back what I said earlier, but when it comes to Guillermo del Toro, he knows when to use it. He really does. And when he does use it, he uses it well, and he makes the monsters interesting. He makes them unique looking in terms of CGI. He doesn't make them fucking generic. And I'm hoping it's the same thing with this. I mean, I'm looking forward to this movie. This movie looks really good. And then again, I mean, Guillermo del Toro has not once made a single bad movie. He hasn't. And it's kind of funny though, because this movie probably is very much a love letter to Hammer horror films and Roger Corman style Vincent Price movies. And it looks like it's more of a Hammer horror film than the movies that Hammer Films has actually released. I mean, hell, it looks more like a Hammer film than a fucking The Quiet Ones were. And yeah, Tom Hiddleston's looks like he's gonna have a lot of fun in this. Charlie Hunnam is in this. I like Charlie Hunnam fine. Mia Wasahuzi, Alice from Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland looks like she's gonna be good. Jessica Chastain looks like she's gonna be really good. She looks scary as fuck. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna enjoy. That's gonna be my Halloween there. And this is where the trailer started to go into, why the fuck is this in? Are we watching this? What's the point? Is Ant-Man. We got Ant-Man again. Man, I'm gonna get that trailer a lot soon. Quite a bit, actually. But I'm looking forward to it. Next is The Last Witch Hunter, which, like I said, it's fucking it's Vin Diesel in a B movie. That's what it is, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Honestly, I kind of like Vin Diesel when he does these kinds of movies more than I do Fast and Furious. I really do. I'm not kidding. I enjoy that. I enjoy him more. Sorry, Alexa, I'm tired. Next is Pixels, and now this is not the second trailer that we got. It's the first one. It's the teaser trailer. Like I said, really looking forward to it because it's mostly got Peter Dinklage in it, but it looks like Adam Sandler's gonna put some fucking effort into it. Next is Spy, and I think this is a newer trailer. This was painful to watch. Like I said, I actually like Melissa McCarthy. I really do. I think she's actually talented. I think she's actually genuinely funny. I do not like the majority of her movies because they're not funny. They are not. I'm sorry, and they are nothing but mostly nothing but fat jokes. And the same thing applies here. And this is directed by the same fuck all asshole that directed Bridesmaids and is also going to be directing the fucking Ghostbusters reboot, which I'm calling that now. It's gonna fucking suck. And no, not because of an all-female cast, but just the fact that they're rebooting Ghostbusters, which honestly does not deserve a reboot. It deserved a goddamn sequel, which it got in the video game. It should have just been left the fuck alone. Especially after Harold Ramis died. They should have just let them the fuck up. They should have just let this movie alone, this franchise alone. Just let it die. Again, for lack of a better word, just let it die. Let people just remember what we once had and not butcher the name. But yeah, we had that. And that trailer felt fucking long. But the biggest, honestly, the only times I ever laughed was when Jason Statham was actually in this, and he's funny. He's actually funny in this trailer. He's hilarious in this trailer, and I like Jason Statham. I really do. He's enjoyable. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that movie. Next is Terminator Genisys. This is the second trailer. Honestly, first trailer got me excited. I'm really just 50-50 on this right now. Like, this trailer revealed John Connor to be the evil Terminator. And the more I think about it, the more I've realized, yeah, they just basically spoiled a big-ass fucking twist. And it does kind of make me upset that they did this. It really does. So, the fact that they did this just really kind of upset me. But at the same time, I'm not nearly as mad, not as mad as I am at this movie. But yeah, that's about it, I think. I'm done. I'm tired. I am going to get this online tonight, and I'm going to also take a nap because I'm fucking exhausted. It is almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am tired. I really am. This movie exhausted me. It really did. I am fucking exhausted from this fucking movie. This movie pissed me the fuck off. Alright, I hope this movie gets sucked into a bright vortex of dead people for all I fucking care. Because this movie fucking sucks. Do not waste your fucking money on this goddamn movie. And if you do, honestly, and this is probably the first time I'm ever gonna say this. It really is. I kind of want to. Anyone who sees this movie and enjoys it, actually thinks anyone who says that this movie is scary and more and better than the original is going to get a kick in the nuts. I'm not kidding. This is right now the worst fucking movie I've seen this year. Okay? This is. Alright, I got other movies to see, probably. That's the other thing I want to talk about. And I'm going to calm down now. I'm going to calm down. Recently, I kind of hit a snag, and financially right now, I got laid off. And this was a month ago, and I really didn't want to talk about it. I really didn't even want to mention it. If you're on my Facebook, then you can tell that I was working at Wendy's and I got sick. It was during what was supposed to be Marvel Week, and I called in to basically say, hey, I can't come in because I'm sick and I just don't want to get anyone sick. And my former manager just straight up fired me. So I am no longer working at all. I actually am down to my last bit of money. And no, this is not me asking for money. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to ask for money. All right, I am looking for work. I am busting my ass to find work. But here's the thing. As of right now, I am not going to be doing any more on the couch movie reviews. Hopefully, I will have a job by the time Jurassic World comes out. I will still do a rewind to Jurassic Park. I will. I promise you that. But I will not be doing any other movies until I find work. And hopefully I can by the end of the month, because I got bills to pay and I did not have the cash for it. But I am not asking for money, okay? I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm just letting you know, for the people who watch, I will not be doing on the couch movie reviews of new releases. I will not be doing it. I just cannot right now. This is the last thing I can do until I can get another job. Hopefully I can real soon, so I can get paid and do some shit and be able to pay bills and whatnot. What I will, however, do is I will do rewind reviews. I will do that. I like I said, I will do a rewind review of a Jurassic Park. That I promise you. I already have the movie with me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that anyway. And I will do the TV reviews. Hell, I may even do. I promise you, I will go ahead and get those done as soon as this is up online. I will get started on Gotham. Then I'm gonna rewatch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the episodes that I didn't review. I'm gonna rewatch those, and like I said, I will watch 4 episodes each, and then go into recap reviews. And same thing with Flash. I'm gonna do Flash. This time around, I will even get around to doing Constantine again, and Star Wars Rebels. All right, I promise you that. Now, I do have classes coming up, and they're like every day, and these classes are every day, but they're early in the morning, and I will be done by noon, so I can go back and do all this. Okay, I promise you, I will. I mean, hopefully this will be a temporary thing. I'm hoping it will be. But other than that, I'm done today. I'm tired. I'm mad. I'm spent, quite literally. But yeah, like I said, I have a financial situation going on. Honestly, I didn't want to say anything, but I just know at this point, I had to say something. I just had to say something. Because the people who've watched my videos, and I know they're just people on my who are my Facebook friends, but hell, even other people have subscribed. People I'm not even friends on Facebook have subscribed. I just feel like I owe it to you to give you an explanation as to why in the future you may not see any more reviews and for movie reviews for the time being, especially after just getting restarted on it. I'm sorry. Oh shit, honestly, just shit happens. It does. But other than that, I'm done. I don't want to talk about this goddamn movie anymore. I'm fucking done. I will get this online tonight so you guys can watch it tomorrow. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. And hopefully it's just a temporary situation. So you all have yourselves a wonderful day.